What's up guys, how's it going? It's iJustGamble for spinsng.com. If you didn't saw our site, go check it out. It's a really great one. You get news all over the place when it comes to internet poker, especially spin and go environment. Why we're here, why the video was created. This is gonna be a series called Pokerstars Millionaires, where I'm personally gonna be reviewing highest spin and goes ever played on Pokerstars. I hope it's gonna be exciting, and actually I'm gonna jump right through, and in here we got a game for $1 million, $5 buy-in, which sounds ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, but that's how it looks like. Typical spin and go, 3 players, $5. It was during the Pokerstars promo that happens fairly regularly. And yeah, 2 guys, number 2nd and number 3rd, getting 100k anyway. And the winner of that spin and go gonna take home sweet $1 million. Woo, okay, nosebleed games for $5. Sure, why not? So let's go with the very first hand actually and see how it's gonna go. The recording unfortunately doesn't start at the very beginning. Just a couple of hands already in. We got a new one. Tornado 111 and Ras Green. Okay. Fold on the button, looks fairly standard. Limped out of the small blind. Okay. I expect button to be rather tight in such a game. So yeah. Ras Green, keep calm. Okay, he's chill, dude. Tornado missed a bet in here, and I wouldn't be really surprised if he'll just simply go for a check and the fold. When he check calls that stab, I'm assuming that he gets some kind of a showdown value at this point, like King X's, 5X's, Deuce X's, and since he folded, it meant it wasn't probably 5X, so just weak showdown value over there. Ras Green opened out of the small blind 3X. Interesting for sure, gonna be a strongish range, especially in such a game where all these players are playing for juicy 1 milli. So that's pretty sick. Open on the button, okay, standard one. 3 bet, okay, I'm gonna perceive a 3 bet, especially that at that stack depth, as extremely strong. Plus, this is a game for a $1 million, so I'm not really sure if a 5-0 player is capable of bluffing in such a spot. Tornado went first tap on such a structure, which is good, and now bets 1 BB. I'm gonna assume that this is... I was about to say it's gonna be like Queen X kind of a hand, Jack 10 kind of a hand a lot of the time. I'm gonna review it because it went super quick. It was 1 BB on turn, right? And then it went check check. What? It was King 3 for Ras Green. He just written okay. Open from the button. Small blind folds again. That these 1 BBs. Give up on turn, and new one. Gonna take it down with a stab over there. Correctly reading that hand, that turn check as a weakness. So yeah, Tornado so far is playing weakest on the table compared to all these 2 players. New one playing tied, which is good obviously in such a high multiplier. And right now min bet, donk bet call on such a structure. I mean, this is not a play that you want to go for when you're playing for $1 million. I'm gonna put it like that. Okay, limped at that stack depth. Whoa, that's interesting. It gotta be some kind of a super speculative hand. I don't necessarily think that he did it with a value hand. He should play his value super straightforward and just stick it in pre. It wasn't a trap in my head. Maybe hand like Jack 6 suited that he didn't really want to jam, but he wanted to play with it. Something like that probably. Okay, we are on the flop, and again, that bet I expect close to 0 fold equity from Ras Green. His opening range is going to be rather on the tighter side right now, given the big blind is always calling. I mean, he gotta call everything in here. Ace-9 is a correct call. I'm not sure why it took him so long. Tornado defended 8-3 over there, suited, kinda, sorta, compared to his donk and donk with bottom pair over there and stack off. That's definitely way better play. Let's put it that way. Tornado, okay, once again fold Ras Green versus new one. And there's the hate for Pokerstars. Come on, thank you Pokerstars. Ras Green is going mental. I mean, hard to blame him. This is basically a high stakes games from a this is like Uber nosebleed game for a $5. The beauty of spin and goes. That's how it looks like. Again, donk bet, which is worth noting. This time he increased bet size, which gonna in my head mean that that it's gonna be a little bit stronger actually. Left pot once again. Tornado should stab here every single time, and he did just that. Ras Green defended, so he got in his range King X's, 6 X's. He obviously don't have Ace X's because he would ISO these. King X's, 6 X's, Queen high floats, yes, and diamonds. And right now he can call only with a King X. That jam is unnecessary, to be honest. If he's bluffing, he could continue with a lower bet size. Ras Green folded a flash draw over there, so that worked. And limp on the button. I'm gonna perceive that range as a middleish kind of a cards from Tornado's point. Like 8-9, Jack-9, Queen-9 kind of a hands. And we will see a showdown, I guess. Unless we'll face a 3 BBs right now. Okay, so we'll not know. That pot size bet implicated that it was probably like some kind of a low Ace X kind of a hand maybe. Or something speculative pre like King 6 that just got in there, and right now he went for a pot. I hardly believe it was a bluff. I mean, I don't believe, I shouldn't say in English, I hardly believe, right? I don't know, I'm not a native. Sorry guys. Tornado, okay, once again, Tornado and Ras Green definitely dense here. Check, okay. Tornado should stab here at some point, preferably on flop, and right now with his air, he gotta give up. Which sucks, which sucks. Okay, walk to the new one. It gotta be nice to get a walk in such a game. Open jam, okay, sure, so open jamming range is kinda obvious at that stack depth. Low Ace X's, pocket pairs. I don't think that he's gonna make it wider at this point, especially in such a high multiplier as I mentioned. And right now, squeeze from Ras Green, it looks like good spot to go ahead and squeeze light. But in fact, nuance range gonna be first thing. Nuance range gonna be on the tighter side. One. Tornado, yeah, Tornado is squeezable in that very hand. But we are fighting versus nuance range, which is gonna be rather tight. And for that reason, I don't expect Ras Green to do it light. Tornado gonna fold. Whoa, okay, whoa, what happened? So Ras Green had a value hand like we talked, and Tornado decided to go wild with Queen 7, and looks like he gonna cut Ras Green short, and at the very end, Ras Green going mental. What the fuck, you 7? What? And actually, I can't blame him. You know, this is a really wild call, and having getting a bad beat in such a game gotta be painful. Limped, so we already know that Tornado is a wild player, right? He limped with Ace 3 over there. 10, Queen, 3 Ace, these were the outs for Tornado, not this time. Raz Green back into the business of playing for sweet 1 milli. That's an interesting game, I gotta tell you. Just for what it's worth, I didn't saw it before, so this is a new thing totally for me as well. Min raise on a small blind, from Tornado's point of view, gotta be strongish. If he was limping majority bar of his range at that stack depth, min raise looks super strong. And Raz Green knows that. Again, min raise and button. I'm curious if Tornado decided to like push the pedal to the metal right now and just take all them chips, or he's having a stretch of good cards. I'm gonna put my money on the second option. 100k is not bad. Yeah, second and third place in that tournament getting 100k anyway. This is pretty much guaranteed. Ace 10 standard call over there. That's right, and he solves the sack out versus ace and the king. So to the heads up we go. Tornado is getting definitely lucky in that very game. Let's see how the heads up game gonna be going on. Okay, stab and take it down. 3.8 BB jam, 6-5. Ace deuce takes it down. Oh no, he didn't took it down. He didn't took it down. I was sure I saw the ace and I was about to say that he's gonna take it down, but nah, it was open-ended on the turn, and on the river Tornado 1-1-1 took sweet 1 milli. Okay guys, so pretty much that's that when it comes to reviewing first high stakes spin in that very series. Let us know in the comments below if you like it. If you don't like it, also let us know. And thank you so much for watching. It was iJustGamble. See you later guys. Peace.